chain will break. His broken hearts declare his praise. Who can stop the Lord Almighty? Our God is a lion, the Lion of Judah, born of power, fighting our battles. Every knee will bow before him. Our God is a lion, the Lamb that was slain for the sins of the world. His blood breaks the chains, and every knee will bow before the Lion and the Lamb. Oh, every knee will bow before the Lion and the Lamb. So open up the gates, make way before the King of Kings. God who comes to save, is here to set the captives free. Who can stop the Lord Almighty? Our God is a lion, the Lion of Judah. He's roaring with power, he's fighting our battles. Every knee will bow before him. Our God is the Lamb that was slain for the sins of the world. His blood breaks the chains. Every knee will bow before the Lion and the Lamb. Oh, every knee will bow before the Lion and the Lamb. Who can stop the Lord Almighty? Who can stop the Lord Almighty? Who can stop the Lord Almighty? Who can stop the Lord? Our God is a lion, the Lion of Judah. He's roaring with power, he's fighting our battles. Every knee will bow before him. Our God is the Lamb that was slain for the sins of the world. His blood breaks the chains. Every knee will bow before the Lion and the Lamb. Oh, every knee will bow before the Lion and the Lamb. Good evening, friends and family of All Saints Lutheran Church in Arlington, Texas, where spring has sprung. We're back to short pants, flip-flops. We had an argument over what these shoes are called before we started, flip-flops. Sunny day out there, big change from, 6 weeks ago when we were huddled in next to the fireplace in layer after layer of blankets. A lot of people out here still recovering from them, and of course, we're keeping them in our thoughts and prayers. A lot of stuff going on. First of all, I owe a big apology to Steve, who has worked tremendously hard at trying to improve the sound. Hopefully, you'll notice a big difference, and we'll hit the like button to let Steve know that what he did is phenomenal. But in the time that it took him to get everything set up and started and get up here on stage, I actually changed the key of that first song. So he was kind of trying to struggle to figure out what I was doing. And then just to make sure that I was, being fair to everybody, I also added something at the beginning of the song that we didn't practice ahead of time. So it's, just kind of the way we roll here on the praise team. We just kind of go with the flow. So, but we're happy to be here. It is a very, very busy time of the year for all Christians, not just all saints, but all Christians. We are in our sanctuary, which hasn't changed dramatically in the past 4 weeks or so, primarily because our goal is to get the preschool back up and open as quickly as possible, as we know that those parents of our preschool children are desperate to find some place to watch their kids while they have to go to work and do all of those other things in life that they need to do. But so the attention has been on trying to put our preschool back together as quickly as possible. So there's a lot of activity over there. There's a lot of improvements if you look back behind the camera. But in here, we're still kind of walking around on sticky floor. John, can you walk over there and back real quick? Listen carefully. Yes, that is the sound of carpet glue that hasn't been picked up yet. And so every time we move, when we start recording, everybody has to stand still because otherwise you hear this squish, squish, squish of carpet glue. But nonetheless, we're here. We're here. We're doing what we love to do. We're sharing some time with you all during the season of Lent. Again, Wednesday nights, we stream a message from Pastor Bacon or in a short service. It doesn't have music, so what we try to do on Thursday nights is follow up with some music that is kind of a Lenten theme. The song we just did, "The Lion and the Lamb," is usually very upbeat and very powerful, and Mark's slamming around on the drums, and Steve's dancing on the bass back there, and we've got electric guitar and all that. But again, we just kind of melded it out a little bit for this season. Words are still very appropriate for Lent. And it just felt like a good song to do, so we softened it up a little bit. The next song really is kind of the song. I'm going to put it in the right key while I'm thinking about it. Okay. The King of My Heart is again the lyrics are wonderful. They fit very, very well with the Lenten season, and but this one we didn't have to slow it down at all because this is the way we normally do it. Let the King of my heart be the mountain where I run, the mountain I drink from. Oh, he is my song. Let the King of my heart be the shadow where I hide, ransom for my life. Oh, he is my song. You are good, good. Oh, you are good. Oh, you are good, good. Oh, you are good. King of my heart, be the wind inside my sails, the anchor in the waves. Oh, he's my song. Let the King of my heart be the fire inside my veins, the echo of my days. Oh, he's my song. You are good, good. Oh, you are good, You're never gonna let me down. 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 And indeed, God's been very good to us here at All Saints. Despite what you might think about our sanctuary, we've got a lot of stuff going on. As I said earlier, this is a busy time for Christians. We are starting this Saturday at 8-ish, 9-ish in the morning. We're starting with a couple of events. One of them is the initial planting of our community garden, our Garden of Hope. We've got the plants lined up. We've got the people lined up. We're going to put our first crop up there, and hopefully later on in the spring, we'll have some fresh fruits and vegetables to be able to distribute to our needy people here in the community. That planting takes place again this Saturday morning at about the same time. We're also going to have just kind of one of those general type get ready for Easter congregational work days. Come on down, bring a pair of gloves, some sturdy shoes, and let's clean up the outside of the church and make it beautiful. It is a beautiful building, especially the front of it. So this is a great time of the year for us to prep that. Saturday afternoon, evening-ish, about at 5 o'clock, we're going to do an outdoor worship like we did a couple weeks ago. Out here in the parking lot, we've got picnic tables set up. There's going to be, the music is going to be live. Pastor Baker is going to be, we hope, is going to be presenting a message. More on that in a little bit. And I think that was all I wanted to say. Oh, no, what I wanted to say about that is if you just happen to bring your deli sandwich and a couple of sodas and chips and want to hang around afterwards because the weather's supposed to be beautiful and sit and picnic out there and have a meal, socially distant, of course, following the service, feel free to do that. I'm sure the musicians will not be too much in a hurry and will hang around and maybe provide a little extra music. We move on into next week. Well, of course, Sunday is Palm Sunday. We'll do our Steve, we didn't talk about Palm Sunday. Are we live or are we online?
It'll be online.
Online Palm Sunday? Okay, Palm Sunday online service at 10 a.m. We move into Holy Week. Thursday, we start with Maundy Thursday service at outside in the grassy area. Friday at noontime, Pastor Baker is going to deliver a special message online as part of our remembrance of Christ dying on the cross at noontime. So you can tune in online to see that, or you can watch it afterwards as well. It will be, since it's on FaceTime and Facebook and YouTube, it'll be recorded. You can come back and watch it later on if you'd like. Friday night, we will do our Good Friday service. It will take place outside as well. Saturday morning is our annual extravaganza. It's typically this humongous Easter egg hunt, and of course, Easter egg hunts are not really socially proper right now with the pandemic, so we are doing things a little bit different. If you are interested in, we're doing it like the trunk or treat. We're going to have trunks that actually have an Easter theme, and to pass out the candy to the kids, and of course everything's going to be touched with gloves and all that kind of good stuff. But if you're interested in doing a trunk, we could use a few more trunks. So if you're interested, please get a hold of the church. Contact Mara, contact Julia. They will give you the information necessary to do a trunk. Sunday, Easter Day, we start at 7 o'clock in the morning with an acoustic Easter sunrise service. Sunrise is at 7:09 on Easter Sunday, so we get to sleep in a little bit this year. Not like yours where we've had to get up at 5 to make sure we were at church by 6 o'clock. Anyway, we've got some time this year to get up early, come out, sit in the grassy area outside, watch the sun come up, and sing some old traditional songs, and listen to some of the more traditional readings for Easter to get our day started. Then we follow that with a live service at 10 a.m. Again, out in the grassy area behind the church. So, and that really wraps it up. Yes, John reminded me there will be a tent set up out there, so just look for the big tent. That's where we're going to be, rain or shine. So just keep your eye. If you want more details, check out the Facebook page. All of the events are posted there now. Check out the website. All of the events are posted there as well. And or worst comes to worst, call the church. We'll get back to you. That's what's going on. Before I talk about anything else, let's sing another song. Open the eyes.
Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart. I want to see you. I want to see you. Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart. I want to see you. I want to see you. To see you high and lifted up, shining in the light of your glory. Pour out your power and love as we sing, holy, holy, holy. Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart. I want to see you. I want to see you. Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart. I want to see you. I want to see you. See you high and lifted up, shining in the light of your glory. Pour out your power and love as we sing, holy, holy, holy. Holy, holy, holy. Holy, holy, holy. Holy, holy, holy. I want to see you. Holy, holy, holy. Holy, holy, holy. Holy, holy, holy. I want to see you.
I made a quick reference to hoping to see Pastor Baker on Saturday delivering the message. For those of you who weren't aware of it, Pastor had some medical issues late last week, beginning of this week, I believe, and has kind of been, well, he had some surgery. Let's just put it that way. He's resting at home, He is, and I was telling the team before we started that even for a pastor, uh, Pastor Baker has got this love for Easter and enthusiasm for Easter that is just remarkable and just contagious. And he's really got us all pumped up about all the things that are going on. And so we're all sitting here, we're all praying for him, we're all wishing him the best, the speedy. We're all hoping he rests. We're all hoping that his cat leaves him alone for a little while, um, so that so that not only he can enjoy Easter, but that we can enjoy our Easter with him. Pastor, of course, is an interim pastor. We don't know how long we're going to have him, but again, we know that he has this tremendous love for this time of year, and we're anxious to share that with him. So we're going to say good night, but before we do, we're going to wish one more last time our prayers and thoughts for Pastor Baker as he rests and gets ready for a very, very busy week. Hope to see you on all those days that I talked about earlier, and we'll look forward to seeing your faces in person in some of these events as well. Good night. Oh, one last thing before we get that button. One last thing, because next week is the Maundy Thursday service is on Thursday night. We likely will not do a live stream from in here. We don't know yet if we're going to do a live stream, if we're going to be live streaming the service. Well, we know now that we are going to be live streaming the service. So you can tune in and you can catch the service instead of listening to us play up here. Okay? Good night. God bless. We'll see you soon.